wonderful YouTubers and foodies. Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda and you're watching Keeping It Real Country Cooking. I've got a recipe that I think that you will love and it won't break the bank. You don't have to wait until it's so cold outside to enjoy some good homemade chili beans. And I'm going to serve them over some spaghetti noodles and it's delicious. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to saute these onions and green peppers and a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to get these translucent, and I'm going to add some garlic, and then we're going to get started. We're going to cook these in the crock pot. So you can start these before you go to work. You can start them in the morning and get all your other stuff that you wanted to get done today, and just let them go in the crock pot. Easy peasy. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic, y'all. Trying to get the lid back on this garlic. All right. Okay, you got to be careful not let your garlic burn, because it's very bitter if it burns. Alright, in my pan I'm going to add some chili powder, about a tablespoon, and then you can adjust the taste of your chili. I'm going to add a little bit of paprika. Reason I'm putting it in this pan is I like to toast them. It brings out the flavor. And then we're going to fix our ground beef. We're going to cook it as soon as we get this finished. Yeah, baby. Smells good. And this recipe will not break the bank, y'all. And you can, like I said, you can stick it in the crock pot. And you can add jalapenos if you want to. But you can stick it in the crock pot and just let it cook while you're at work or whatever you got to do that day, and it'll be ready for dinner. Okay. And I also like to add about a half a pack of taco seasoning. You can use cumin if you want to. I like the way the taco seasoning flavors it up. So we got the chili powder and the tacos, about a tablespoon of taco seasoning. You can use the tablespoon of cumin if you wish, and some onion powder and garlic powder, that kind of thing. But I think the taco seasoning is just fine, because that's what's in the taco seasoning. Okay, now I'm going to set this off the heat for just a second, and then I'm going to cook my ground beef. But in my crock pot here, I turned it on and started letting it get warm. And I put in there 2 cans of pinto beans. I got the Great Value brand. 2 cans of the diced tomatoes. And I left the juice in the light kidney beans. I have 2 cans of the kidney beans. Get the light red unless you like the texture of the original. The texture of the bean is not that hard. Okay, so you got 2 cans of the light red kidney beans. I left the juice in those. I drained the juice in the 2 cans of pintos, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and a small can of mild green chili. Those green chilies. Now, if you want heat, you can get the hot. I think these are mild. I hope they're mild. I hope they are, y'all. Alright, so I've got my crock pot going right here, and I got all of my beans and tomatoes and chili in there. And I'm going to add this mixture here. And I have also made this recipe with salsa or picante sauce. You can use a small jar, and it makes it really delicious. And just stir that up. It smells wonderful. And I put 1.5 teaspoons of salt and about 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Okay? And we may add a little bit of water or broth. Okay? Let me get my ground beef. I have a pound of ground beef, and it's 73.27. 73% fat. And I'm sure I'm going to have to drain it. So I'm going to get this cooked up, and then we're going to put this, we're going to drain it, and we're going to put it in our crock pot. You can use sausage. As a matter of fact, that's what I meant to do. Totally forgot about that. I'm using a couple of ounces of pork sausage. I almost forgot. And that'll give it some extra flavor. You can use the entire pack, but I just, I don't normally do that. Just, that gives it a great amount of flavor. All right, I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this beef. Hey, I'm working in a tight spot, y'all. Okay, I added my meat. I drained it. And that's a couple of ounces of sausage and a pound of ground beef. And then I'm going to add a cup of beef broth. You can add just water if you want to. And I'm going to add 1 more cup. So I'm going to add water this time. So I added a cup of beef broth. You can use chicken broth if you want to. And then I added a cup of water. And we're going to put the lid on it and let it cook for several hours. And I'll be back when it's done, and it's going to be delicious. Welcome back, foodies, my foodie friends and family. The beans are done. They are done. And look, I added a regular size can of black beans. You don't have to. You can add a can of white beans if you want to. I like that combination. And I went ahead and added the rest of that taco seasoning since I added the extra beans. I think the taco seasoning gives it an extra oomph. It's practically the same thing as what you're going to add in them anyway. And I did add that tablespoon of chili powder. And sometimes I don't think chili powder carries enough flavor. So that's why I always add some taco seasoning in it, because it seems like to me when I use chili powder, I have to really use a lot to get what I want. that's another reason that I toast my spices, because, you know, it brings out the oils and stuff. Okay? Y'all know that. Most of you. So, anyway, there we go. And this would be delicious over a baked potato with some sour cream and some scallions and some cheese. That could be another meal for another day, right? And I like jalapenos. I usually de-seed them, but since I'm taking some of this to Randy's daddy, I didn't want to risk, you know, him not liking it. And I was going to do spaghetti, but I changed my mind. I'm doing rice because those of you who have been watching me know that I've been having some problems with my stomach. And I need something just in case I don't eat very many beans. A lot of you know I went to the doctor yesterday, and on the 20th, next week, I've got to have some tests. They're going to run the scope down my throat and the other way, and we're going to find out what's going on. So hopefully it's nothing serious. It's probably just some scar tissue from the hemacolectomy. Y'all can look that up. Hemacolectomy. The right-sided hemacolectomy. But anyway, enough about that. But I'm not going to add any onions, y'all, in my rice this time. I put a tablespoon of butter in this pot and 1 cup of jasmine rice. You can use any kind of rice you like. But the reason I toast my rice is it brings out the nuttiness and it intensifies that flavor. And it's delicious. Y'all have seen me cook rice. Sometimes I put an onion in there and saute it and then cook it with my rice. You can add anything you want. You can add garlic, ginger, whatever you want. The sky is the limit, y'all. But anyway, I'm going to toast up this rice. Let me turn this burner up. And I've got, like I said, 1 cup of rice. And I got 2 cups of chicken broth that I made myself. I just used some Better Than bouillon. I put a teaspoon in here. And 2 cups of water. And just stirred it up. Easy peasy. Preheating my oven because I've got some 3 pieces of 5 cheese garlic bread. Randy said he wanted crackers with his, but he'll eat the bread too, I believe. I've got some little scallions here, just the green part, and I'm gonna try to chop this up real small, and we're gonna put that over top of the beans. So, cutting this really little, or trying to. You done went over there, Randy? Okay. Okay, I cut them up small as I could. And here's...
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Okay, I've got some cheddar cheese and the scallions and some sour cream. And that's going to be our toppings. You can put whatever you want on it. Alright, toasting this rice on up, y'all. And it's pretty much as toasted as I really want it. Once it starts getting kind of white, you know, opaque-like. But you can toast it as long as you want, as long as you don't burn it. But I think this is good. And y'all, I thought I put 1 cup. I put 1.5 cups. So, turn that down, and we're going to add, that's 2. We're going to add about 3 cups of water. because for a half a cup of rice it says use 1 cup. So we're going to let this come to a boil. Then we're going to cover it and turn the heat down and let it simmer. In the morning, I'm going to try to do my egg hacks, you know, show y'all some different ways. Y'all probably know, but I just wanted to show you some of the different ways you can cook an egg. And then I'm going to do some crescent roll recipes. I thought I had some cream cheese. Let's see. Yep, I do. So I have a cheesecake recipe for some crescent rolls that I will, I'll try to do it after dinner. I've never made it, but it looks delicious. So, thank y'all for watching. And I'm staying right at 439 subscribers. And that's fine. I do appreciate it. But if y'all would share and get your friends and your family to check out my channel. Listen at me. My channel, I appreciate it. I'm trying to get up to 500 at least, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful, and I really enjoy it. I love cooking, and if it's anything y'all want me to fix, y'all leave me a comment. I will do it. Just tell me what you want to see me cook. If you want a certain type of bread or a certain type of homemade pasta, let me know. I'll do it. Alright, now that it's coming to a boil, I'm going to turn it down on about 2 or 3. Let me go down to 2. And put your lid on it. And in about 20 minutes, we got to have rice. Oh, we will have rice. Hey, so my rice is done, and I'm going to just fry me a little bit of it. I'm not gonna put anything special in it. I'm just gonna fry some of it up. Not all of it, just a little bit. Got some butter in this pan. I might add some green peas. I guess I could, but I can't have any corn. Save the rest. There we go. So I put a little bit of soy sauce in here. I just want a little bit of fried rice, just in case I'm not going to be able to eat beans. I don't know yet. And I'm going to add just a few green peas to it. I wish I could add some corn to it, but I'm not doing like an Asian fried rice. I'm just, you know, crisping it up a little bit, y'all. Just something simple. Just something simple. My sister Linda, hey, if you're watching, I hope y'all having a great time there at the boat, where I wish I was. It's so nice there, y'all, and relaxing. And I love spending time with her. We like to do a lot of cooking, y'all. A little bit more pepper. I mean, you can add whatever you want to this rice. Sesame oil, whatever. Ginger. I think I will add just a tad of ginger. It's frozen. I keep mine in the freezer. And it grades up so good. Just gonna grate that right up. Just a little bit. I know this is a weird combination, rice and chili beans. Well, ginger, peas, and rice. But it's kind of what I want. What I need. Just let that cook a minute and it'll be done. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he likes it. Here's my rice and my beans. My chili beans. Try my rice. It needs some salt. That's good. And my beans, y'all. Got some cheese and sour cream and some onions. Randy didn't want much juice in his. He don't like it real juicy. His daddy loves it soupy. He don't. No, that's good. It's not too spicy. You can add spice. Got that cheese. All right, y'all. This is dinner. It's yummy. So thank y'all for watching, and I appreciate it.
Eat it. It's good.
Make it. And God bless, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.
Bye.